Welcome to Gunners Lovers TV. Welcome to 2024. There is still light at the end of the tunnel. Remember that saying. Gary Neville has come out to speak in favor of Arsenal, and he still believes that Arsenal can still win the Premier League this season. He said he's not going to change his mind at the middle of the season because of the patches that we are going through, hard patches we are going through at the moment. People have now described Arsenal in different forms. Some said they are butlers. Expression from Tottenham says they are doo-doo. All sorts of names have been given. Now, what is the reason why they have given all this description and these names? Jesus, at the moment, according to Gary Neville, when he analyzed it, has scored 7 goals this season. 7 goals. Out of that 7 goals, 4 is in Europe, which is the Champions League. The remaining 3 is in the Premier League. In Ketia, we are still waiting for him to lift his barren streak in scoring goals. So, among 2 of them, in the words of Gary Neville, if we are to win the Premier League, we will therefore need a very effective and efficient goal scorer. So he's suggesting that we need a striker, because the strikers that we have at the moment are not number 1 strikers. They are second strikers. They are supposed to be chipping in to help the main striker. But as we are now in Arsenal, Jesus is the main striker, and we can say Ketia is the next. But in reality, both of them are number 2. Just as Ramsey is now. We are still yet to, we don't have the real number 1. Amongst these boys, last season they were firing at full cylinder. There was a video I was supposed to do where we wanted to compare our performance last season in terms of goal scoring or goal scored to this season. Before the match of West Ham, the comparison was that we were 10 goals short compared to what we scored last season. Last season, when we were 50 points, 50 points, while we were still 40. As at the time, we had the stunted growth when we failed to beat West Ham and Fulham. So, not much progress has been made at all. In fact, the kind of football we played against West Ham, as Ateta would describe it, was one of our worst performances. Yes, we failed to beat West Ham in our own ground, but we could have lifted up the spirit of our players, could have, mobilized themselves, go to Fulham and win the match. And if you see the way the match was lost in Fulham, we actually scored first and we were really playing very well until Fulham came to meet a sleeping dog and refused to allow the sleeping dog lie and beat the sleeping dog. So I'm not saying Arsenal is a dog. I'm just saying it in a parable form. So now you look at Saka, his goal contribution this season is 6. Martinelli has only scored 2 goals in 18 matches this season. So his form is very poor. You see, and then that is why the match against Fulham, Ateta said it was more or less justified. He was saving more or less Martinelli the embarrassment of not being productive. He was neither giving effective crosses or even scoring goals, So he replaced him for was it Trossard? and still that could not change the game. So they are at present in very poor or bad form, while the likes of Man City, Liverpool, can't count Manchester United. Tottenham has picked up again, but the problem Tottenham might have is that I think it's Sa and Son. They might go and represent their countries. In fact, if the information that came out last time on the newspaper was correct, Son had played his last match before going for the Asia Cup, just as we described Tomiyasu and ThomasPartey. So they will be struggling to go. And if you look at Liverpool, Mo Salah played the last match he could play for them against Newcastle. So he played out his heart to see how he can lift his club up before he goes. But for Arsenal, are we going to miss much of Partey? Because almost the whole season now, he's been injured for so many matches. We have been winning without him, except for the last 2 matches, this blip, according to Declan Rice. So we might not miss Partey too much, but now we would have loved him to be on ground because considering the issue of attack now, I would have loved Declan Rice to play much further up so that Partey can hold that back line and give those cut-through passes that he's very good at, you know. But we don't have him now to carry out that services for us. Now, having said that, let's quickly move to the other topic for today, which is the league leaders at the moment. The league leaders at the moment is Liverpool, who are 45 points on the league table at the moment. Now, I watched the Liverpool match against Newcastle. From the beginning, Liverpool besieged Newcastle. And like in the olden days, you will say they will be begging for mercy. They were bombarding shots, crosses, everything, playing on behalf of Newcastle for a long time before Newcastle picked up. And in the process, Liverpool had scored a goal which VAR ruled out. And then they had another penalty, which was given. And the goalkeeper, he caught the penalty and punched it out. It was Mo Salah who took the penalty and lost it. The name of the goalkeeper for Newcastle is Dubravka. Yes. So he punched it out and Mo Salah lost the penalty for Liverpool. But Diego Jota, who is a player for Liverpool, attempted to get another penalty for Liverpool. The commentators like Alan Shearer and Ian Wright were very, very, very angry about what Jota did. Jota had clear sight on goal, having found his way into the 18-yard box. Rather than shoot the ball, he took 2 steps again before falling down. And of course, waiting for the contact. And of course, the referee bought it. And they gave that penalty. So it was not a good thing for Ian Wright to have seen. Ian Wright said, why couldn't you just go score rather than try to get penalty? And of course, Ian Wright said it was more or less disgraceful for Jota to have done that. The short and long of this story is that Liverpool 4, Newcastle 2. That's how Newcastle was beaten. So all those running after Liverpool to overtake them, it's not this time. You have to wait. They have just defeated Newcastle 4-2. And then we move quickly to the implication of that. Now, Man City's next match, if I recall, is Newcastle. While Arsenal's next match will be Crystal Palace. We don't play on the 20th. Our next league match is against Crystal Palace. Yes. And then we will be playing before then the FA Cup against Liverpool. So before then, Man City will play their own, and they'll be playing the same Newcastle. They'll be going to Newcastle ground to play it. And you know, anything can happen. I do not know what the outcome of that match would be. But I know every Arsenal fan now will be praying for them to lose, so that they don't overtake us. So I will know how many bones we are removing from our throat. So it's bad enough Liverpool is up there. We will go against Man City has moved near them, and then we are pursuing two big fish to overtake them. Trying to unseat a king on his throne is not going to be very easy this season. They need to work very, very hard. Arsenal players need to work very, very hard. On a lighter note, and also on a very... I empathize with Wayne Rooney, but remember I always say on this channel that being a successful footballer does not literally convert you to being a good manager when you become a manager. Wayne Rooney has been sacked from Birmingham as their coach. When he came to take over the club, they were like number 6 or so on the league table. Today, they are number 20. So they are sinking down. Only God knows what number they will end up if they don't take action. So they've relieved him of his duties, and they played against Leeds. Leeds, that match was not a good one for them, Birmingham. So that is why Wayne Rooney is unable to continue as manager in Birmingham. And to round up today's talk, we are going to now look at what is the remedy to solving our goal scoring problem. People have suggested that we go straight into the market, no dilly-dallying, get Ivan Toney, let him start hitting the ground running. Or we go for Victor Osimhen, if we're able to cough out about £120 million, which is his release clause. I don't know which option Arsenal will take. No other striker. Okay, they mentioned Solanke. Solanke of, I think, Nottingham Forest? No. Solanke of Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth. So they are so many names flying around. I don't think Arsenal will go for Solanke. They will not go for him. Even midfielders have been mentioned. Elliott of Liverpool. Some people say we should sell Smith Rowe, add the money to it and get Ivan Toney. Some people say we should sell Nketiah and replace him with a very prolific striker. Well, all these are suggestions. It's left for the board to now take action. Because at the end of the day, if we win the Premier League, well, it will justify the reason why we have been building this team for a long time. If we don't win it, it's a case of exposing our best talents to big clubs like us, who will now be interested in poaching them and telling them, you cannot win anything there, come this way. That is the truth of the matter. Like, share, and subscribe. Do not walk up past. This is GunnersLoversTV. We thank you all who have supported us in 2023. We're looking for more support from you again this 2024. And for those of us who have not watched our previous videos, please help us watch them to increase our watch hour time. And also, if you have not shared this video, you have not told any friend about us at all, please, this is the time to share it to them. Let them watch our videos, and we'll receive their comments too. And we know that you will be satisfied with what we're attempting to do on this platform, and with your suggestions, we'll be able to build this channel. Do not walk up past, like I told you. I'm your host, Augustine. Jesus Christ loves you, and we love you here on this channel. I'll see you in our next match against Liverpool on the 7th. And I'm looking forward to seeing Partey play a role in that match, because Partey and Eneni and also Tomiyasu will be away to represent their countries any moment from now. Thank you. God bless you.